good book written by a feminist. She was a very staunch feminist. Then she decided this is her book. It's a one-off book. I think it's sold worldwide. It's been like a bestseller. And it's been critiqued as well, don't get me wrong, it's been critiqued, but a lot of women have actually found that book to save their marriages, and a lot of men have actually found that the whole marriages turned around again after this woman wrote this book. Her name is Laura Doyle, D-O-Y-L-E, and her book's name is The Surrendered Wife. The Surrendered Wife. She was a feminist. She said, her book starts off like this, that she said that her relationship with her husband was getting torn apart. And then she decided to do something different. So in the beginning of the book, she actually says this. She says that the method she's going to say next is not for abusive husbands. It's not someone who's giving you physical abuse or giving you mental abuse or not looking after your children, or somebody who actually doesn't look after you or doesn't actually have any care for you. It's not about that. It's about some, just decent husbands who are doing their bit, and you as a person, as a woman, you feel that, you know what, they're not that ambitious at work, they haven't got the romance in their life, they're not cleaning up after themselves. These are the things that go through your head. And then you're criticizing him because he's not getting this right, he's not getting that right. You're driving with him, you're saying we should have taken that left, I told you so, and so on. And you keep on telling him how he needs to, manage himself and manage his finances and whatever it is. And these are the things she says in the book. That made her whole marriage be strained, because it was killing the man's ego off. When Allah Azza wa Jal said to the man that it's his obligation to spend on you, to protect you, to be your guardian, it's like that knight in the shining armor that you were looking for. That was your harmonious relationship. So when that guy comes and he's like, I want to be there to help you, to protect you, he wants you to say, yes, I feel protected, I feel that you've given me what I want, I feel secure, I feel thank you for all the things that you've given me, and I'm going to do my little bits to make you happy, but thank you for giving my long-term respect, long-term security, whatever I need, long-term, whatever I need, thank you for giving me that, right? So that's the harmonious relationship that you need. When the moment is like a knight in the shining armor and he comes and I've protected you, you're like, I can protect myself. Don't need you. Well, anyway, you're going to get your done thing. I'm equal to, I've got enough. You think you're strong, but I'm strong too. I've got my family behind me. You got your family behind you? Yeah, you got your bachelor's degree. I've got a master's degree. He's like, I've got PhD, permanent head damage. You know what they say about marriage? They say marriage is when a bachelor loses his degree. Right? The men lose their bachelor degree. Sorry, the men lose their bachelor degree and the woman gains her master's degree. And then after that he gets a PhD, the permanent head damage, right? But no, let's just say, for example, this whole thing has gone to a vicious circle. You know what it needs? It needs you to give each other space. One thing Laura Doyle mentions in her book is, look, as a woman, she's still got feminist traits in her. That's her thing. And what she says is, you women need to find your own self-respect. You need to find your own area. You need to do the things that keep you happy. And you cannot hang every happiness on his head. That's when it goes wrong. Some brother said, oh my God, I hope I'm not opening wounds tonight. No, honestly, you have to find your own happiness. She talks about this, like find your own happiness, like find your own space, And when you want to say, when there's a line to draw, you draw the line. She talks about all of this in the book. Right? But one thing is, stop controlling him. Stop trying to kill off his ego, because that's what's going to break the relationship. And with the man, what I want to say is, guys, don't just sit around lazy home, whatever, do nothing. You got to bring that, all those monies and financial things and everything to the home, and you got to do your bit. You got to show that you're there as the man. When you do that, alhamdulillah, right? Alhamdulillah, when you do that, if you're going to start becoming, people who don't do anything, then of course she's going to complain. And especially when it comes to, she actually mentions one thing in her book. She says that, look, when it comes to verbal abuse, it can be a two-way street. Because what happens normally is, with arguments, when we get to arguments, it's not just a one-way street. Normally people say to you, oh, he said that to me, he said that to me, she said that to me, she said that to me. Well, what did you say back? If you said anything back, it's a two-way street. If the other person kept on speaking, and you stayed quiet, then it was a one-way street. Then I can understand that the other person is very abusive, verbally abusive. But if you're going to be